What is up, guys? I'm on Dev Freak 78, and today we're back in talking about the Plague. This is episode 2, and today we'll be discussing the Plague Season 1, episode 2, The City. And today we're joined by the Diego Tour. So first, I'm actually going to start out. What did you think of the episode?
Well, I personally thought this one was pretty good. It felt like kind of like a solo episode. It was pretty cool because we got to see some pretty cool scenes with Andy killing the walkers, like in the thumbnail.
Hang on, let me think this. Oh, this is it. We're talking about episode 2, the Plague.
Yeah, the city.
Yeah, Anthony.
Where he meets the military men and all that stuff. Yeah, this one was pretty cool. Like he ventures out on his own.
Whenever we filmed that, it was originally planned for Corey to come along and get kidnapped there. But then I switched around and decided, well, why not Anthony go and Corey gets took and, while he's at camp and just gets took. There's a lot of things that was supposed to be planned that was changed along the way. Back after when we was about to start filming come January or June or July 5th, whenever it was, we started filming a little earlier, but before we started, I started thinking, well, we're going to change episode 2 up. We're going to make it a little bit better, try to focus it all on Anthony, get people to know him a little bit more. In a way, try to see, even though it really didn't get to it, I've decided a little bit of an action episode. And it would make more sense for Corey to be kidnapped then. Honestly, that episode right there was probably my third favorite of. I'm trying to think of season 2. We've just wrapped up the first 4 episodes of season 2 the other day, and then I just got to edit them and have them ready to be released. But so far it might be my third favorite episode of the series. Episode 3 though was definitely my number 2, I believe. What was this at? Where would you place this in your in the categories of episodes you like the third best?
I think this is probably the third best one. Because it has a lot of action in it, like when he's having the standoff with the military men. That was pretty cool. Number 2 probably is the mid-season finale, and number 1 is the season 1 finale.
The season 1 finale was the most probably intense to me. I went back and watched it probably about a week or 2 after I had it unlisted on the channel for it to be ready to upload. I went back and watched it before I released it, and I tried to view it as the perspective of the viewer, and it worked a little. And I felt that moment right there whenever he was with Claude and everything, whenever he was in the city and about to be killed, but I went back and looked, and I watched all the episodes. I seen the moments that everybody else seen through their eyes, and felt the way they felt a little. So yeah, that's episode 106 is definitely my I could probably say second favorite. Season 2, I have a favorite episode. I can probably say that 3, I believe, was. Or 5. We filmed the mid-season premiere already because I always like to have that out of the way before the season releases. So I could probably say episode 5 of season 2 is my favorite of the whole series. It's going to be probably, I think it was 30 minutes long is how long it was set to be, because it's so much story, so much things, but I can't wait till it's finally out. Episode 2, though, of season 1, my favorite moment of it was whenever he goes to hide and it turns out that there's a watch team there, like where they have people making sure nobody's getting in. He gets in, they fight him, and he wins against Five Gods. And when we was filming that, since it's CPUs, they about actually killed my guy that I was using, and it wasn't good. I think they actually did once, and I had to start it all over from that scene. So yeah, that was basically my favorite one from the episode. What about yours?
My favorite scene is probably when he's beating them up. When they're all like attacking him, and he wins. That was probably my favorite scene. No, actually, my favorite scene is when he's having the standoff. Like after they find him, he's like, "Okay, I'll cooperate," but then he starts shooting at them. That was probably the best scene for me.
Yeah, I just that was probably my second favorite right there. The fight scene, like the shooting scenes and all that, whenever they was shooting back at each other, that was my third favorite. I loved the part where he took and, yeah, like you said, he lied to them, he tricked them and started killing them. He knew that he wouldn't be able to kill them all. He knew that he could narrow them down, though, and go hide. Because it's not good to be out in the open where you've got people on the outside of these communities with the plague still roaming around that are already in stage 4 like Clyde was, don't know what they're doing, just, you could say zombie, but basically just like a person that has no memory anymore, but just wants to kill, still has a little bit of their speech and stuff, but yeah, it's not safe to be out there, and he knows that. He knows it's not safe. He knows that he can fight them, but he can't be out too long because all that gunfire could attract people. And as you've seen on the streets, there was a few here and there. And then he goes to hide. He hid from the military men and them. And then that's what led into the fight scene and stuff. So and one of my other favorite parts of the episode was the ending where he goes back, he can't find Corey, and he knows that the military guys have took him because of what they said, saying you might want to go back and check on Corey. And the thing is, everybody was probably wondering why. Was you wondering how they knew Corey?
Well, I was wondering how they knew that Corey was part of his group. But since they were part of Andy's group, they probably knew that. They probably recognized Corey. But I don't know how they would know that Corey was part of Anthony's group.
The thing that I did this way, and I didn't actually mean to do that. That was an accident. So that's why I had the flash. That's really not why I had the flashback in the season finale. I'll touch more on this topic whenever we get to talking about the Plague episode 6. But basically what I did is I was thinking, well, since you're doing a flashback, let Corey shed some backstory. Nobody knows his backstory. All we know about Anthony so far is that the reason he rides motorcycles is because before the plague he had a wife that he rode motorcycles with all the time. There's going to be more backstory. I believe I had a little bit more in season 2. If not, there is going to be a whole episode that focuses on everybody's backstory, but probably in the second half. But anyhow, I thought, well, you made a mistake in the second episode making them know Corey. So why not make it a twist and make people see that Corey was with Andy before he met Anthony. He was with Andy's group and he realized how bad of a guy Andy was, so he had to kill him, but Corey never got that chance. And it also shed a little light on why Anthony wouldn't take Corey with him to the city, because he was afraid that Corey would do something stupid and get himself killed. But yeah, there's also a few more things to touch on that, but I'll wait till then. So yeah, that's basically why, and it was all a mistake too that they know him. So yeah, try to think of another moment from the episode. It's not really much. There was supposed to be more to that episode, I believe. It was supposed to show half of what was shown in episode 3, but I narrowed it down a little, and like it was episode 3 was we was supposed to meet somebody new, and that was going to be Clyde, but I decided to push that on farther into this meet him episode 4 instead of 3. Just make it to where 3 focuses on that. Corey gets killed and all that other stuff. Let me think. I don't know. What other moment? Do you have anything you want to talk about of your experience?
Well, not really. You kind of touched on everything I was gonna say. But yeah, this was a pretty good episode. I mean, definitely one of my favorites of the series so far.
And I think I actually brought up, like, just in case, and there's this moment that I can talk about that's in season 2. It's not really a spoiler, but I can say that in the mid-season finale of next season, we will revisit Claude's grave, and Anthony will have he will basically like be talking to a dead person in a way, but just to prove him wrong on a couple things, you all will see how, and he kind of proves it right. There's going to be new people, new places, new conflicts. We will deal with the people with the plague a lot more. If I've counted so far, episode 4 was the most people with the plague kills. I think I have it counted. If I remember counting, I believe it was at 20 or 30 some people at 2 different spots. We're definitely going to be going through that more because the series can't just be about conflict. It's called The Plague. It's got to show some of that too, and season 3 will focus on that a lot. We will leave conflict behind mostly and be dealing with that for the first half of the season. And I basically ain't spoiling, I'm just letting everybody know because I got to make one of the seasons a little about it. Is there anything you want to announce? I know G.I. Joe is coming back in a few days. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, season 2 is going to be sweet. I already have the first couple of episodes filmed. Season 3 ends on a big cliffhanger, though. Season 2, episode 3 ends on a big cliffhanger. And I think the fans of G.I. Joe will like it, because it's pretty cool.
Is there going to be a mid-season finale this season, or is it just all the way through? Or
Yeah, well, I do think I'm gonna have a mid-season finale, but the mid-season break's only gonna last a couple days. It's gonna be a 7-episode season, so the mid-season finale will be episode 3, and then there'll be like a 3-day break, and then episode 4 will come back, and then etc.
Okay, well, we have time for one more question before we reach 15-minute mark. Is there anything you can tell us about season 2 of G.I. Joe?
Well, there's a new villain, because, well, I don't want to spoil it just in case you haven't seen the last 2 episodes of G.I. Joe season 1, but we do get a new villain, and a lot of people die, especially the first episode opens with a huge character death. And it's I think it's better than the first season. It's longer by a couple episodes. I think maybe 2, because it's gonna be 7 episodes, and then I'm gonna have an 8th episode air a couple days after.
Okay, well, we're at 30 more seconds, so I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody what next week's episode will be. It will be on Monday. I forgot all about it yesterday, to be honest, really, and I had some stuff to do. But anyhow, we will be joined by the Corey and Andy's actors next week, which is Royal XMC and Stephen Bragg. I can't wait. We might have the Diego Tour back, and we might have Ron's TWD channel. Hopefully we can have all of them. It's Sunday Freak 78 and the Diego Tour out.